Good morning. So this is still waiting to show up. 9 seconds past the hour. I'm showing here live in real time how long it takes for my live show to start showing to me. There it is. And I got audio confirmation and then pause that so it doesn't do infinite mirroring. Fixing Live Windows Training DougBetts, episode 21 on a Monday, December 9th, 2024. I just had a request come in from a client that is new, meaning I've never experienced this request before. So I think we'll be going to talk about that today, unless somebody in chat has a Windows computer issue to bring up that we can talk about or suggest some solutions to, or maybe a story of something that you solved yourself. So if you have any of that, go ahead and put it in chat. I'm bouncing over here to another screen to turn off the, what is it called? Live commentary so that anybody can chat. So that is turned on now, and go say hello to people in chat. Scrolling up to the top, zoom in a bit. John Williams, good morning to you as well. Parker Morris, Frankie B, Steve McCure, Brian Lightfoot. It's dark and dreary in beautiful downtown Ceres, California, but no fog. I'm trying to understand how this is a joke. There's some hidden joke in anything that Brian says. I just got to figure out what it is. No, I don't think that's what he's doing. Dark and dreary. Well, the sun is up, so why is it dark? Do you have overcast, like as in rain clouds? Steve, I've got your fog here in Arkansas. The fog here isn't too bad in Fresno. It's kind of light. Rand Israel, hello. Jeff Raymond. Have you heard? Oh, I got a hunch that this one's going to be a joke. Have you heard about that band called 1023MB? They haven't any gigs yet. Yeah, right. Okay. Once they get to 1024, that'll be 1 gig, 1 gigabyte. Right now, they're just 1023 megabytes. There's a good computer joke for you. Sultan Ball, 40 degrees Fahrenheit and raining. John Downey, John Williams gave me a stormy. I don't know if you were able to see that. Was it picture in picture? Yeah. Okay. Richard Rogers, hello. Now, do I want to go straight to this one from the client? Yeah, I think so. I received an email from her this morning. I'm not going to bring her email up on screen, but I'm just going to bring it up in front of my eyes. Well, I am bringing it up on screen. I'm just not showing it to you. Good morning on this lovely foggy day. I am going inactive with the state bar, effective December 31st. And need to eliminate all references to me as a practicing attorney on social media or otherwise. Are you able to do a sweep for me to identify websites where I am listed and figure out how to take my name off? Yeah, I've never had that request before. My first thought, and I'll be interested in your ideas in chat, but my first thought is delete me. Delete me. You've heard Leo Laporte advertise us a lot. Delete me as a advertiser on their show. So join Delete Me. I'm going to guess that is the site that he advertises, because I don't see anything else that looks more likely. Greg M. saying there are services that you can subscribe to. Yes, and I think that's exactly what this is. Reject all non-essential cookies. I only want the chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal raisin. How does delete me work? Say goodbye to complex enrollment procedures and hello to seamless process experience. Submit your personal information. See, this is where I think it might be that it can submit information about this attorney's law practice name. Submitting information. What I'm hoping for is that it will show me what is out there, and then I can pick and choose what to delete or remove. Let's see, for personal information for removal from search engines and data broker sites. But see, she also wants social media. So that isn't quite enough. Expert search for it. Delete me experts. Find and remove your personal information. See, that I don't know that this would be accomplishing really what we want. Receive a detailed delete me report. And I think you put in your information and it just goes out and deletes stuff. It's not quite what I want. I want to find where this person is referenced as an attorney on social media, because she needs to remove all references to her to imply that she is a practicing attorney, because she's technically going inactive, but she does not plan to ever become active again. She's retiring. So how else? Let's see, ChatGPT. Let's go ask that question of ChatGPT. I'm going to take that off screen because I'm not sure what's in there right now. And then I'm going to go grab her request and just do a copy paste. Let's see, as a practicing attorney, and copy this much and paste that into ChatGPT and see what I get. So yeah, it's not me going inactive. I'm just doing a copy and paste. Update your social media profile. So this is going to involve asking her what she knows that she's on, but she might not actually recall what she might be on, and maybe I should just go search those platforms for her by name. So this is just kind of giving me a checklist. That would be kind of a manual effort. All right, go see what you're suggesting. Frosty, Winnipeg, here you go. Let's see. Yeah, that's where I left off. See, I'm going to take that off screen when I click onto it. Oh, I see what you're giving me. Because that was before I actually described the issue. So I'm letting this all draw out. He's giving me a picture of what the snow is like for him. Awesome. Thank you. From Frosty, Winnipeg. Do you think that has something to do with his YouTube handle? How he selected Frosty, Winnipeg. Dump of snow over here over the weekend from Greg. Good luck with that. Services you can subscribe to. Technically 1024 MB. MB is a gigabyte. MB. GB is the metric equivalent. GB is the metric equivalent, and he's written 1 million bytes. No, wouldn't it be 1 billion bytes? That doesn't seem right. Jeff, did you make a mistake there? Wouldn't that be billions? And you wrote million. MB. MIB. I'm not familiar. I think I've heard of that before, vaguely believing that, yeah, there's something to that, but Not familiar, not aware. Hello, Zivi Manor. Delete me will remove them entirely automatically. Well, it didn't say anything about social media. That's the thing. Delete them automatically from, what did they say? Where was that piece? From like, sound like broker sites and stuff like that. Find and remove your personal information. See sites covered by delete me. All right, so what's covered? List of the data brokers. So these are data brokers. This is not going to be Facebook, is it? Let's get all the way down here on the first column to get to the F's. Is Facebook included? No, it is not. Twitter, how about Twitter? Because those are not data brokers, so that's not enough. Twitter would be right in here. Nope. And but I think what he is telling me here, that it will just do its work automatically. You don't get to pick and choose where you want to delete from. But since they're all data brokers, that makes sense. One of the AI search engines, Perplexity, might help to find appropriate
chat, please.
social media entries. Highlight that. Come down to see what this request was. There are indeed different terms for binary and decimal storage forms, but most people just use the decimal and decide between 1000 and 1024 according to context. Yeah, particularly there's a difference when hard drive manufacturers are advertising their capacity. I think they do it in 1000 rather than 1024, something like that. That makes that whole arena a little bit like holding a flopping fish, because sometimes it's written one way and sometimes it's written another way. And speed of hard drives, sometimes it's written megabits per second, sometimes it's written megabytes per second. Jeff Duran, I was being pedantic. Not sure if I'm up to date on that conversation flow. Greg M had a battle with ChatGPT, had to correct it 3 times. Yeah, I had came up with a couple times recently where AI was just wrong again for the 18th time. That's a cultural reference. Mike Wojcik. Oystein, hello. Greg M. X is using your data to train its AI. Don't they all? Alice, Jeff. Let's see. Where was Jeff being pedantic? Oh, okay. I guess in that. Well, maybe I have to see what did Rand say to Jeff? Oh, the different terms. May not be possible to remove data from social media sites because they're not public information on the internet. They are within their own systems. That doesn't seem right. I thought Facebook in particular had ways to remove your content. Facebook, while it can access the internet and you access it through the internet, is still their own privately owned entity. The concern is her public facing exposure. She needs to not be referenced in publicly viewable content as in any way that might imply that she is currently a practicing attorney. All right. I gotta reach into my hat and pull out a rabbit. which means I don't have more at hand to talk about. So I'm going to bring up this thing that I noticed a few days ago. Somebody reporting that they got hacked on Reddit. I've got a couple of, let's see, YouTube channels and something about Windows tech, two things that I get emails on. I got completely outplayed by someone. They asked me to help with their game via Discord, and I assumed it was legit, like an idiot. Obviously, I downloaded some malware stuff, and the same second I opened the file, my Chrome shut down and reopened, and same for Discord. And then the same person copy pasted all my login info on multiple app sites to me in Discord. I assume it, whatever, yanked autofill information from my Chrome. And this person said that I have to pay an amount or else they would hack and sell all my information. I immediately unplugged the PC. I think that's a typo. Unplugged the PC and went to my phone and changed my Google account password as well as my Hotmail password, like closing the door after the horses have left the barn, right? My Google account has a two-step verification connected to my phone, so now I have changed the password. The Google account should be safe, right? Well, no, it is worth going to change the passwords because, yeah, he's already exfiltrated a bunch of stuff, but that bunch of stuff probably has his credentials. And so he needs to go change those passwords before they change them and he can't get the account back. So, yeah, he's right to do that. Also, is there anything I've missed? I've already called my bank and had them discontinue my card and got a new one coming. Changed my password on everything with some exceptions. I can't seem to connect to my Discord account though, and he is apparently messaging my in real life mates pretending to be me. So I take it that account is permanently lost. There's some comments back and forth in here that I'm not going to read through. I'm going to get down to a summary that he gives of how this came about, because it's kind of an interesting story. My recollection, it was towards the bottom, but of course there might be some other stuff that came in since then. Oh, I'm going on to other top stories. I did that wrong. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to my link that took me there. Yeah, I did that wrong. I need to go look at the rest of this story. Now, where is that at? Not click on that. Here, more replies. Yeah, see down there, that is something different, I think. This is all in this story. I've been hacked. Now I'm coming to realize that I'm not sure if I can get to his summary explanation of how it happened. He's got some other comments in here. Oh, I know, it was subject action. That's the person who said this. His story about how this happened is interesting because there's more to it. Now he doesn't even know what 2FA means. As people are telling him to use 2FA, he is somewhat of a novice as far as his online security is concerned. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this now. Oh, here's the chain of events. This is it. That's what I want to get to. How this came about. He gives more detail here. Oh, you know what? I never tested SpeakerBot, did I? And I don't know that I've heard anything.
Yes, affirmative.
let's see. I didn't scroll to the right place on my audio monitor to be sure that you heard that.
Affirmative?
Oh, that should have been censored. Now, coming back here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I lost it again. Are you freaking kidding me? Chain of events. Is that what he said? No. Got it. I gotta go back and figure out where that was. There. Chain of events. So chain of events. What was the word chain? I totally got out of that. See, this is the downside of not doing all the show preparation. I went back to the link again. I can't get to that comment because it is hidden right now. It's not in that section. Not in that section. Yeah, I am searching comments. Greg, you probably put that in before I started doing this. Oh, this got me onto, no, this is him. Completely outplayed. See full discussion? Will that do it? These are the advice. Oh, for crying out. Oh, here it is. So chain. So it's got the word chain. I'm searching the word chain and it's not coming up. It's not showing that exists in there. So chain. Now it's coming up. I have to retype it. Apparently having that still there doesn't work for searching that way. Well, that's a disappointment. Chain of events. A person whom I had written to before, it's a long time ago, maybe a year, we were both in a Monster Hunter Discord. I think it's the TDS one, if you're familiar with Monster Hunter. DM'd me and asked me to help them with their game. They sent a link to a blog spot that had some sprites and stuff going on, looked like an actual game, and it was about a boy trying to bake a cake for his mother. Very innocent. I downloaded the file and nothing happened to my PC that I could tell. If it did, then it was nothing visual for me. I ran the program and my Windows Defender blocked it. And so I immediately started backing up my PC to the cloud via Microsoft. Now, this made me wonder. Okay, again, make a full backup after possibly the damage occurred. Are you overriding a prior backup? Your only prior backup, maybe? I'm not too confident about how he's doing this. Starting my backup to the cloud via Microsoft. Then I asked the person why my Windows Defender is reacting to their game, and they sounded very surprised and asked for screenshots and which version of the game I had downloaded. Here I was beginning to doubt the legitimacy and waited for my backup to complete before running the program. Now, it's quite possible at this point he was good. He was protected. As long as he didn't go on and do something else. Windows Defender blocked it. So now he goes, talks to this person, believing it's the person that he had worked with in the past. Clicked on program that had the same little human character on the blog spot as an icon. The second it ran, my Chrome forcefully closed, as well as my Discord, and I immediately pulled the power plug of the computer, as I assumed they had full access to my computer so long as the PC is on and has internet. Pulled the internet cable and logged in on my Google account and changed its password right away, along with another email address and my PayPal. I think all this part was done on his phone, as he said earlier. Then I wrote to them on my phone as I was still on Discord there, and they copy-pasted all my recently login information as well as demand money. In exchange, they wouldn't sell my information. I told them to basically forget about it. And then I uninstalled Discord, as I am not knowledgeable enough with this type of stuff. So I assumed they might get to my phone through the Discord app somehow, just to be safe. And then to top it off, I started changing passwords on all things that have my card connected. So what's this one more reply? Yeah, from him. I forgot to add, they then later, through my account, DM'd me. That's direct messaging, for those who don't know. They DM'd 4 random friends of mine, asking them to help them with their project and their new game. Basically the same story I was sold, but I had already shared that I had been hacked on my Snapchat, and that no one should open or download anything sent from any of my socials. Luckily, from what I could see, the person or bot that was on my account only ended up sending an actual link to 2 of them, and both of them texted me about it, and they didn't click it. So I believe this friend of mine, I thought was a friend of mine, that asked for help probably fell into the same trap, and I was just another boat for it to jump to. By the looks of it, it didn't get any further, I think. So this is where the seeing evidence that it was not actually his prior acquaintance who had contacted them. Because after he got through this incident, his friends then got contacts that claimed to be from him, offering to help with their project. So later through my account, DM'd 4 random friends, meaning it pretending to be him. This guy is subject to action, pretending to be him, offering to help with their project, which gave substance to that the original offender was not the acquaintance that he had previously worked for. Now, I got several thoughts about this, but one thing I want to point out that might not be obvious to everybody hearing this story is that it's quite possible that the only thing that this offender or criminal actor is doing is trying to extort money from people to allegedly not publish their stuff. It's possible that the offender isn't actually going to publish the stuff, and all they're trying to do is get payments to come to them. I think that's a different level of crime than actually publishing all of their all their credentials and such out onto the internet. Oh, let's go see what's coming up here. Oh, you know what? It's almost my quitting time, and I've got to run. I've got to go be somewhere by 9:45. So anyway, that's just the story you put out. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. It is Monday. Kerry Holzman has a members only video today. Right now, all it says is that he's going to be it's a chat among members. Right there, live members only, or live members only, streaming from Studio C. All right, so there you go. There's my email address if you want to send a question by email or comment on any of my videos, or you can ask questions in the chat room. And that's what the whole point of this show is, to respond to people's questions with actual Windows issues that they're having, and also getting stories from people about things that they have fixed on computers. All right, have a great day. Goodbye.